It's Young Cussle in the house. What? You already know how this shit go. Marathon, whoa. Hey, it's Young Cussle when I'm about to make it crack. Got a rollie on my wrist and my CD on my back. Shout out the bitches on the stage getting racks. Told her it's a marathon, now she out here running laps. Hey, chip on my shoulder for niggas that hated on us.
Okay, after she returns to the car, there's still the same group of men standing there, including Nipsey and Eric, correct? Yes. In fact, up here it looks like Nipsey is talking directly to Holder, while Rimpaw and you are standing right there in the group. Is that true? Yes. Exhibit 11 played by Mr. McKinney. And we're continuing to watch the video now at 14:01:15. It appears that Nipsey's talking directly to Holder, and he's even gesturing with his right arm a little bit. Do you see that? Mrs. Roca, is that a yes? Yes. Mr. McKinney, is it during this time that they were having the conversation that you previously testified about? Yes. Regarding snitching? Yes. At 14:01:40, a black SUV pulls up, and it's to the south side of you or to the right side of the images as we look at it here, correct? Yes. Do you recognize that car? I don't know the car offhand. I think I recall who was in it that day. I'm not sure. That day was the first time I saw that car, but I think Carrie was in that car. Okay. Mr. McKinney, my Mac's about to lose power if I don't plug it in, so I'm glad it told us. Mrs. Roca, did you say Carrie was in the car? Yes. Kerry, Kerri. Mr. McKinney, Kerry. The witness, I just call him Carrie. Mrs. Roca, male or female? Male. Thank you. By Mr. McKinney. Okay, I paused it at 14:02:29. This person here directly across from Nipsey with a light colored jacket. Looks like the passenger of the black car walked out and went up to Nipsey and is greeting him. That's Carrie Lathan, correct? Yes. And this person walking away from the group is Eric Holder, correct? Yes. At 14:02:37, it appears that Holder goes back into the Master Burger restaurant. Did you see that? Yes. Now, you testified at some point you saw Holder walk back over to the car, correct? Yes. At 14:03:28, it appears Holder has walked up to the driver's side of the car. Is that what you were testifying about seeing? Yes. Mrs. Roca, and we're talking about the white car, correct, Mr. Douglas? Yes. Mr. McKinney, at 14:04, it appears he walks from the white car back into Master Burger. Is that correct? Yes. Meanwhile, you, Nipsey, Rimpaw, Lathan are still gathered at the top of the video having a conversation, correct? Yes. And generally during this time after is what you described as people just stopping by saying hello, getting autographs, that kind of thing, correct? Yes. I want to call your attention now back to the top of the video at the Master Burger door. It appears that Holder walks out at 14:04:55 as the white car parks. He walks back over to your group again. Do you see that? He looks like he shakes Rimpaw's hand or daps him up, meaning kinda giving him a pound, and then he immediately leaves with something in his hands back towards the white car. Is that what the video shows? Yes. Do you recall that happening? No. As the car pulls out of the space at 14:04:30, at the top of the screen, it still appears that you were there. You're holding something. Is that right? Yes. What did you have in your hands? My lunch, tostada bowl. And the white car leaves the parking lot at 14:05:49. And at the top of the screen, it appears to be you, Rimpaw, Lathan leaning against the car, Nipsey in front of him. Is that correct? Yes. This person in the pink shirt, do you know him? Do you know someone named Shermy? Do you recall the driver of who brought Lathan? Yes. Okay. Now you stayed out with this group of men having conversation for a period of time before you left. Is that correct? Yes. Where did you go when you left? I walked into the Marathon store, and from the Marathon store, there's another door that leads into the insurance company. So there's a break room in the back of the Marathon store. So you have the Marathon store, there's a storeroom, and then the insurance. So we have a break room. Is that where you went? Yes. What did you go there to do? To eat my lunch. When you left, did you leave Mr. Lathan, Nipsey, Rimpaw, and Lathan's nephew Shermy in the parking lot? Yes. Now, I'm going to fast forward a little bit to 1410, Miss Annalie Roca. And you just for the record, you let it continue to play until approximately 1407. Mr. McKinney. Yes, and I'm going to start it back up at 1410:38. And do you see yourself walking into the store at this point? Yes. So that was you walking into that door, correct? Yes. Here's Nipsey. Is that correct? With the white rag on his head? Yes. Mr. Lathan up against the car? Yes. Rimpaw and Shermy, correct? Yeah. Let me pause it here because obviously you couldn't see what was happening at this point, correct? Yes. Pick up the story where you enter the break room. What happened next? Mrs. Annalie Roca. Well, let me interrupt. Pardon me. Mr. McKinney said while watching this video that you entered that door. Can you tell us which door you entered, and so that we know in watching this video and the record reflects that? So which door? Where it says the Marathon next to the T-Mobile sign, to the left of the T-Mobile. Mrs. Roca. And that's in the top almost right corner of the picture, correct? Yes. Okay, go ahead. So now you're gonna pick up when you went into the break room. So I walked into the Marathon store, walked around the counter. When I got to the break room, sat down with my salad. I heard the gunshots. I heard maybe a few gunshots. I started running out to the front. I heard some more gunshots. When I got to the front door, seen Nipsey on the ground and seen Holder running. By Mr. McKinney. Okay, where did you see Nipsey on the ground at? From that angle I saw maybe by that white car up in there. I could just see him on the ground. When you say white car, are you referring to, well, you know what? Better yet, let me show you an exhibit. Grand Jury Exhibit number 15. I'm showing you Grand Jury Exhibit number 15. Do you recognize what's shown in this exhibit? Yes. What does it show? It shows me helping me. When you ran after hearing the shots and running out of the Marathon store back towards the parking lot, you testified that you saw Nip down. Is that correct? Yes. Nipsey down. Is this where you saw him? Yes. Okay. And it appears in this exhibit that you're leaning down over him trying to render some kind of first aid. Is that correct? Yes. You testified that one of the other things you saw when you came out was Holder running away. Did you testify that way? Yes. Let me go back to Grand Jury Exhibit number 4. Can you point to or describe something on this exhibit that shows where you saw Holder as you re-entered the parking lot from the store? I think it was somewhere in this area, an area right by Master Burgers, up in that area somewhere, about to turn that corner. When you say turn the corner, are you referring to the corner at the edge of the Master Burger building and the alley? Yes. Mrs. Roca. So he was running towards Crenshaw Boulevard? Yes. In that direction? Yes. By Mr. McKinney. What part of his body did you see? I just remember seeing him just, I heard the yelling. I looked. I seen Nip on the ground and just looked up and I just saw him, basically, the back of his head. Okay, so you saw someone who you believe was Holder for a split second running away from the direction of the parking lot, correct? Yes. Did you assume that it was the same person who Nip had called shitty earlier? I didn't assume. I knew it. Yeah, I knew it was. Okay, how did you know it was him? I just know him when I see him. We had just talked to him. Okay, was the person you saw shirtless when you saw him running in that direction? At the time, I really couldn't say. At the time, like I said, I just looked up and remember seeing him and seeing my boy on the ground. Okay, so it was an assumption that you made based on that split-second observation seeing a person running away from behind, correct? Yeah. Now, we saw in that last exhibit you rendering first aid to Nipsey. Did he have any obvious injuries that you saw? Yes. Can you just generally describe the kinds of injuries that you saw? What you saw? He had a bullet hole. He had a bullet hole between his arm right here. I was holding the blood and the bullet right here. And he had a bullet hole in his stomach. So you indicated under the arm and you took your right hand and put it under, sort of under your left armpit. Is that correct? Yes. And you also said there appeared to be another bullet hole in his lower right abdomen. Yes. Was he saying anything to you when you got up close to him? No, he was still breathing, you know, like biting his tongue a little bit. Then he was just trying to fight it, trying to gain consciousness, and he was going out, and he just kept fighting. Did you stay with him until other people arrived? Yes. At some point, did his brother arrive? Yes. What's his brother's name? Sam.
It's Young Hustle in the house. You already know how this shit go. Marathon, whoa. Hey, it's Young Hustle when I'm about to make it crack. Got a rollie on my wrist and my city on my back. Shout out the bitches on the stage getting racks. Told her it's a marathon, now she out here running laps. Chip on my shoulder for niggas that hated on us. Labels that hesitated when radio wouldn't play us. Rappers dropping they disses that see us and start explaining. Bitches I used to date wouldn't shut up and stop complaining. Now they looking salty cause I'm sucker ducking full time. Sipping Dolce at the Roosevelt Cabana poolside. 100,000 ain't enough to buy a new ride. So that's the type of disrespectful deal you sign. What happened, nigga? Last year you was cracking, nigga. This marathon got me lapping on you grabbing niggas. Been steady rising since the world got a half a whiff of hustle in the house and Felly Phil ran it back on niggas. Streets love me cause they know I got cracking in them. Took a stand, never ran and got gaffled in them. Built out with block money, kept trapping, and I took this rap game and put some real nigga passion in it. It's Young Hustle when I'm about to make it crack. Got a rollie on my wrist and my city on my back. Shout out the bitches on the stage getting racks. Told her it's a marathon, now she out here running laps. Hey, it's Young Hustle when I'm about to make it clap. Got a rollie on my wrist and my city on my back. Shout out my niggas on the block selling crack. Told them it's a marathon, now they out here running laps. Whoa, lo and behold, he getting his dough. Presidential roadie flow, you niggas should know. Criticize me for the jewelry that I rock on my show, but watch the value of the dollar drop and gold explode. I got no time for these, I ain't tryna stand in line, homies. Think I owe them the world, but never did nothing for me. Talking under they breath to they bitch, just making her want me. See me and hit me with some fake shit like, hey Brody. Got enemies tryna kill me for the rap. Couple smart niggas think they playin' chess, gon' go get Tony Montana at the lot with my bitch. Tell him bulletproof that and bulletproof this. Guns behind the AC, I'm stashed by crazy. You can look at me and tell I was a Matchbox baby. I'm game tight, so niggas will never play me. 4 words for my haters, look, fuck you, pay me. It's Young Hustle when I'm about to make it crack. Got a rollie on my wrist and my city on my back. Shout out the bitches on the stage getting racks. Told her it's a marathon, now she out here running laps. Hey, it's Young Hustle when I'm about to make it clap. Got a rollie on my wrist and my city on my back. Shout out my niggas on the block selling crack. Told them it's a marathon, now they out here running laps. Whoa, oh. These niggas not fucking with me. Enemies know my words cause they bitches be fucking with me. These local hoes will get famous from fucking Nipsey, so I treat her like the groupie she is and tell her miss me. I'm on right now, they say that they gon' get me. Supposed to be dead already, niggas shot but they miss me. So every morning I wake up, I make history. Came straight out the 60s, then I took the whole city. And I'm from set tripping, just doing the best business. So local niggas with respect come connect with us. I'm all money in till I get the death sentence. Or people say that I'm the best in it. Whichever comes first. My dick clean, but I done dirt. I got hands and my guns work. Trust, you think Hustle, think of one word. Marathon and I'ma run it till my lungs hurt. Nigga, it's Young Hustle when I'm about to make it crack. Got a rollie on my wrist and my city on my back. Shout out the bitches on the stage getting racks. Told her it's a marathon, now she out here running laps. Hey, it's Young Hustle when I'm about to make it clap. Got a rollie on my wrist and my city on my back. Shout out my niggas on the block selling crack. Told them it's a marathon, now they out here running laps. Whoa.
Juicerocc beats.
Young Hustle when I'm about to make it crack. Got a rollie on my wrist and my city on my back. Shout out them bitches on the stage getting racks. Told her it's a marathon, now she out here running laps. Hey, it's Young Hustle when I'm about to make it clap. Got a rollie on my wrist and my city on my back. Shout out my niggas on the block selling crack. Told them it's a marathon, now they out here running laps. Whoa.
Juicerocc beats.